then ebiso betray me almost squad are prepare for the upcoming season. Now Mason Mount abba into the picture or in the discussion because he's seen as a player when the future at Chelsea is cemented. Mount and Chelsea intimate can we say or train a contract name their mom and Adiaka no ababoni na fe no wabe free no free ho. So Chelsea are contemplating either they go full throttle, no metimi convincing they say on renew, and I said they will play the waiting game and see if possible they can cash in and then possibly invest into their midfield with Sika on Benya for Mason Mount. And I know Anama two clubs one is Liverpool, the other one Manchester United. United they the latest, but Liverpool earlier near report rumor say Liverpool jogging club will look at Mason Mount in the potential say he could be a key contributor to his Liverpool project in the next phase. No, now Boamanyo met me akwenim. But United, it means that it triggers the need for a discussion. Why Mason Mount? Mount, Ayo Akodebia, one is English. He had a bright future ahead of him after representing England at the Euro Under-19 tournament somewhere 2017-2018. Okwaji, the player of the tournament. Within that time, no, he was fighting to make his way into the Chelsea senior team. But once the Chelsea team, no, also Omar Lodi first team setup, no. So they were loaning players at the counter. Yes. Into a player, Biana Obana, they will loan you. Mount was one of the loan players. Onuko Kopiemo, Bites Heinem, and Okosi Nakai Diagro, and so Edema, Bobo Kwefense Bites. Now, at Bites Heinem, he made a very good mark on the league and then also on the team. The Oya say, as a young boy, as a teenager, he entered into their setup and of 14 minutes in the Kokosua. He did an excellent job there. Overall, 39 matches representing them, yes. Double figures in terms of goals and then double figures in terms of assists. Honey baby comparatively, minute per goal ratio and a minute per goal involvement ratio. Honkwane baby Albania Mason Mount say positive numbers in that stead. We are not at Chelsea Bebaso. At the age he was able to help Vitesse Arnhem. So Omurem into the playoffs in the Dutch Eredivisie yes. for the Europa Conference League. So the first season was remarkable and draw attention towards him. Several teams in the Netherlands, several teams outside the Netherlands. Ebi Werder Bremen in Germany. Show interest. So Munya Mason Mount or Mope. One of the teams of more Netherlands and no more penal was Ajax Amsterdam. And the coach I know why Ajax Amsterdam then was Erik ten Hag, now at Manchester United.
Oh, wow.
Why? Because Ajax knew, say a time soon cometh. Say Branty FN said Donny van de Beek, because he became a cash cow.
Yes.
Period and Ajax it coincided with the period Ajax had a very good spell in the UEFA Champions League. Omo Pims one Komoya Kwako drew the final stage, semi-finals and Spurs yomo. So they expect to say one of their star men in Donny van de Beek will leave. Or qua they saw Mason Mount as an outright replacement because Mount is versatile. Or to me, several positions across midfield. But I dear back a trait. I want Donny van de Beek a goal scoring. He has the knack, so to me, penetrating the box into the last on-rushing midfielder. He will be there to find a position and find a mark. So or Boshot Eddie Akopomu. So he has a goal scoring record which was positive. And this is it here. In the season Mason Mount had at Vitesse Arnhem 2017-2018, the numbers are more impressive than what Van de Beek had at the time and now when you pick our free league in him. Check it. In terms of appearances, Van de Beek 22, Mount 25. Or drop it from the bench or started from the bench 7 times. Minutes no on more than him, but check the goals. Van de Beek my 8 goals. He became a sensation headliner. Mount my 14. Assist Van de Beek my 5. Mount my 9. So shot per goal 2.2. Way there 1.9. Key passes 2.5. Way 1.8. So in almost every metric, the rated player, it looks like the best season for Mount in the Dutch Eredivisie was better than that of Donny van de Beek. So I asked for him who said, why not we make a move for Branty or no that's we, and he's still young. And per IAS project, then they make you more valuable, no matter no many your so that was what they wanted to do. But unfortunately, not Chelsea's winning break, and they wanted their own because he has lit up the Dutch Eredivisie. Why not say yen tracking on and I am fast tracking on embassy senior team. So Chelsea record him and no more call loan. Ekoboa Frank Lampard with Derby County. Emmanuel Mayesa.
So pedia o kana on the we no loan no koye no kusia de bebre na
exactly. He's a typical player on mount what players like Enzo Fernandez moye. He's a typical player who is more technical and mechanical. Or a player coach be because he takes you and then obey Juma wo nti coach ne fast player we are. On him say the matcher no baku mienu miensa. He's able to take that up then employ it on a field of play. And he's a coach's player. No matter coach however, give him instructions, he will play according to their way. In the check, under Lampard, he was playing.
Yes.
Under Thomas Tuchel, he was playing. Even Graham Potter amid the injuries anyway, he was still playing because he plays to instructions and then detailing. Meaning, or the knack for absorbing technical instructions are coach Bia Edebemano. And coaches like Klopp, coaches like Eric Ten Hag, they love to work with such players. Van de Beek, Uyinisiwa, skill set tankasa dionibi, but he's an efficient player per the coach's tactics or strategy. Sana Wenetier. So if Manchester United are chasing after Mason Mount, and yet because of the flamboyance, on bonne ball no, they say, Frankie de Jong mo, on bonne ball no, to say the Fabregas mobile boy, but he does an efficient work. And these are the type of players Dutch coaches, for instance, or more person or money or money.
But maybe scanner done so no.
One, you are getting him at a certain age, which means he gives you minimum 7 years at the top.
Oh, okay.
Two, he's an English boy. United composition of English players within their squad, home base, our form. So they get Mason Mount as some of the boy back home. When you get a player or more promise and more room for improvement, plus his English into unya timer and to me be filling up the homegrown quota no Emmanuel Masokoye in terms of balancing their squad. So the price will always go high. And then no yemfa ball awunim bo nkwa and determine price.
Oh, okay.
Baby awu free the why and then even the potential awomu it can even determine your price tag. And that is how come players like Mason Mount will continue to be expensive to many. But per the current rating world market at 80 million pounds unya Mason Mount it is good value for money. One is a Champions League winner. He has experience as well, even at his young age, and he has more room for improvement. For a coach to say Eric Ten Hag, he can work well with him. For a coach like Klopp, he can work well with him. If Klopp was able to work with Jordan Henderson, nobody can convince me say own to me for Mason Mount and Fangage. So he looks a good fit for the two clubs. Now away from that, and Chelsea and Tono because Onyadie. Chelsea might sell him because he will not want to renew his contract with the club because of the terms. Now look at your story be about Anslot.
Anslot, yeah.
Anslot abeye name dominated because of his exploits with Feyenoord. But you say adie besa and I say agrobeye da if we anopa. Is you better so from Medicaid. This is a guy who has learned the coaching and he has grown into it right from his days with AZ Alkmaar. He's a coach and not the AZ Alkmaar this second. The season of COVID be breaking football across Europe, across even Ghana, cries a fire. Not Odiomu this second. That same season he was named coach of the year or the Dutch Eredivisie name. Then the second season, Feyenoord saw the promise in Anslot. And I'm confident by somebody Jumama Feyenoord. Okora Feyenoord no, then he has transformed them all along. One more year on or year after year progress. In Tosha the Feyenoord years now. A improvement under that decimal spell under Dick Advocate. Advocate nearly collapsed Feyenoord structure now. I want to say I ask. They love to play beautiful football. A club a well structured at the top. And they make sure say in terms of decision making, squad planning, and then even player utilization be better than our so. But under Dick Advocate, it was a chaotic scene, and as a chaotic tenure. He was brought in to salvage a sinking ship, and he has not just saved the ship, but with leadership now, Kako drew the docker. Now, omo de nyoma omo de bano wa unload and now we unpack it. Why the obey exactly, solid coach. Now who is Anslot? A former player. Born in the Wambo Papebia. He was technically a number 10. But no number 10 were blessed with skill, flair, the bonnet. te so obi de say me shoot ozel ne de ene bobo na me pass bobo na me ngina me hwese metimi abo shorter so he wasn't really successful as a player but and also the boy and the coach and say nyoma no ntimi nye no how can he help teach and also add to other players to make sure say they are individual talent but the collective and together they can win. And they've won with Feyenoord this season's Dutch Eredivisie. Not just that, a complete unit. And from the team, the goalkeeping department to the striking department, almost everybody gives you quality. And that is what Anslot does. There's a Dutch shoulder, Ekitano, so a J League title. But then they say, oh, Tottenham Ejumano, catch him penny for say he's not interested. He wants to stay at Feyenoord. Why? Dutch coaches have a certain characteristic about them. They work with systems. They work under a certain structure. If that structure fails, they won't perform as expected. Check Louis van Gaal at Manchester United. For compare Van Gaal at various clubs like Ajax, Van Gaal at Bayern. Anyhow, was a team. If you don't arrange your structures well, Dutch coaches mostly don't function as you expect.
We had a quick one, how no structure is being in your
good. Now that is why he chose against joining Tottenham.
Yes.
The Obenya of Feyenoord, no, he's a coach who promotes youth. Or then Koda, every youth team named Ebabebo. He's a coach who does not really play a part in player way na me pe. Mofa player and Embra. If he sees the model, I will use the player and improve the player. At Spurs, they are going through a difficult period. One, they have key decisions to make. One, on Hurricane. Two, about planning their squad. Goalkeeping department or more problem. Defense or more problem. Midfield or more problem. Attack, they might have a problem. Bordering on what happens to Hurricane. So the playing body, no, there needs to be massive planning about it. Now, say Jumano, sporting directors and technical directors, currently, one Spurs almost sporting director. Now Fabio Paratici, but Yabane.
Yeah.
So who is there? And to me, a coach now already. I am in a difficult position. I feel na Spurs so first sporting director or technical director. Oba now or no the way you see football. I mean, any media boy bra. You have put me in a very difficult situation. Say Daniel Levy na Nkasaswa. Levy is someone who is difficult to deal with as a club coach. Pochettino will tell you this. And to Okoshemua, in terms of planning the squad, he's at a disadvantage. Or to not find on pe or coach Champions League. He's entering a terrain which is entirely difficult for new managers, especially of Dutch Eredivisie in Moba. He might have won in the Netherlands, but winning in the Netherlands and then the EPL are different. The competition level, EPL, you have Pep Guardiola, Klopp, Memorable, or Eric Ten Hag, Manchester United. Chelsea will get Mauricio Pochettino. All other things being equal. You have minimum 5. So you have minimum 5 solid teams with good budget who will challenge you. And Spurs never be a team beer or more much bad luck, ill fortune. And so when you're careful now, they might prove the catalyst of your downfall. And Slot say Otna Feyenoord the best decision, and I think it will help his career. He might get a better club subsequently.
Mate, medal se pa birthday boy. Ada be birthday man. Meda.
Abu